The following is presented to you for educational and promotional purposes only and not as legal advice. The speaker strongly recommends seeking advice of your own attorney before undertaking any of the advice or concepts discussed in this video.
Hey friend, Jeff Watson here. Thank you so much for watching this introductory video to my Omega Wealth Protection System. If you're not sure who I am, there's a link at the top of this page where you can go click on my bio and read what some other people have had to say about me. Now, in this short introductory video, I'm going to be talking about buy, hold, and rent, also landlording. I've been a landlord for well over 20 years, so I've got a lot of experience in that respect, and I've also been a lawyer litigating for both landlords and tenants, so I also have some experience in that respect. So let me share with you a little bit about this overview of this investment. First of all, the idea is to buy a property that tenants help you pay for. It's also to buy a property that gives you long-term cash flow. Passive income is what everybody's looking for, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, the goal for everybody is to raise your passive income and to keep your active earned income as low as necessary, okay? Sometimes you may be able to take your passive income where you're making money and actually have a paper loss to offset your ordinary earned income. But that's getting complicated, and we'll share that in another video. What I want to talk about here with this is you're going to be doing this with either single family, duplexes, triplexes, or large multifamilies. Some of you may even get into huge apartment complexes. I've been there, done that, played with all of them. All right, so here's what we're looking at. The first thing you need to realize, in the eyes of the IRS, landlords have special tax treatment. Yay! Yes, we get special tax treatment. It's passive income. Wonderful. We all like passive income. Why? Because it's not taxed as aggressively, okay? It's not subject to self-employment tax. It's really neat. And passive income that you receive is also reduced by the depreciation deduction that you can use. Now, I could spend a lot of time talking about the key things of depreciation, and I'll do that in some other videos. But it's important that you have a good, long conversation with a knowledgeable tax professional, enrolled agent or accountant, about properly setting up your depreciation schedules whenever you acquire a rental property. Now, cool thing about it is this: with long-term rental properties, if you choose to sell them, they're either a long-term gain, yeah, I know you've got some depreciation recapture, or you can avoid the depreciation recapture by selling it using a 1031 tax-deferred exchange. That is another neat tool to use. Make sure you use a really good person who understands all the complexities and nuances and has done a lot of 1031 exchanges. Don't do a fly-by-night operation. Don't think you can do it yourself. Learn the rules, understand it even before you list the property on a 1031 process. Now, what kind of an entity do I recommend that you use as an investor for buying, holding, and renting these properties? Well, it's really simple. You need to use a limited liability company that's taxed as a partnership. That means it's going to be a multiple member limited liability company, taxed as a partnership. And you want to make sure that you understand that every partner gets to participate based upon either their participation, work effort, management, or capital contribution. Okay? In my situation, it's just my wife and I, and it's 50-50. I do all the work, she enjoys the benefits. That's how it works. Anyhow, let me give you a couple other important things. Never, ever, ever own a long-term keeper property. Any property you hold for a year or more, rental or otherwise, don't ever hold it inside of a corporation. You will pay too much in taxes. Next thing is this: if you want privacy and asset protection, then I highly recommend you use a couple of sophisticated strategies. Title to the rental property on public record should be in a title holding or grantor revocable trust, also known as a land trust. Those trusts should be owned by a limited liability company. When you get really sophisticated, and I teach it all inside the Omega Wealth Protection System, you can use trusts and LLCs in what I call a synthetic firewall manner, and you have privacy, asset protection, in fact, multiple layers of asset protection. It's all stuff inside of the Omega Wealth Protection System. But as I wrap this video up, if you're getting started, you want to make sure you hold title in a multiple member LLC taxed as a partnership. Until the next time, peace, and I'll talk to you again. Thanks.